Sagittarius, welcome to the Tarot Room. My name is Robyn. And today, let's do an energy check-in. Let's check in on the collective. Let's see what's going on, what's been going on, what's coming down the chute, how it's going to play out. Let's see what's going on with the collective today and what energy we tap in. And we have tick-tock, and then we have never-ending story. It appears to me that somebody might be running out of some patience here. Maybe it's you, Sag. Maybe it's the divine. Maybe it's someone that you're dealing with. But there is an element here of sick of going through the same thing. It's time for a change. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if you're coming out of this energy, or let's see if something's coming back around and you just have no patience for that. Is Nick. Let's talk about it. Let's see what's going on. Where's the emphasis here for Sagittarius? Scorpio. Okay. This energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but it's also secretive and possessive. And there's the fifth house. This is where you have fun, romance, and create things you're proud of. So a little bit of a Leo energy here. We got some Pluto energy, some Sun energy. Let's get into... Sorry, guys. Can you see your cards okay? I hope you can. I hope you can. Let's get into your reading, Sagittarius. Spirit, what's up with Sag? All right, we have Judgment. That's your current energy. Okay. And Sag, for those of you who are interested, I am open for personal readings. If you'd like one, the link is in the description box below. Your biggest strength and what's going to help you get through this here, Sag, is the Three of Pentacles. What's being hidden? What's Sag not seeing? The Nine of Wands. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. We definitely have... I feel like I'm lopsided. Hold on. It's my chair that's lopsided. Okay. Let's get into your reading. I feel like you do have a decision to make here. Could be about a relationship, but if not, the Lovers represents a choice where you're going to follow your inner morals and your inner compass, and Judgment represents a choice and a decision to make. So let's talk about this Judgment. Let's talk about what's going on. What's the Judgment energy here for Sag? What's this decision? What's this Page of Swords? Maybe some of you deciding to go back to school here. Star, what you want. Ace of Cups, how you feel. There's the Sun. Well, hello, King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And so it's definitely revolving around another person here. We have 3 aces. Wow. Okay. You're going through a cycle, a pattern, or a situation with the same person. Now, if not the same person, it's an archetype. You're learning here. The Page of Swords is there. I think you're figuring out what makes you happy, or you're understanding how you're feeling here. You definitely have a decision to make about this person. It's more revolved around what it is that you want. Let me understand that decision a little bit better. What's the never-ending story? What does Sag keep going through? What's this cycle? What's this pattern? What is Sag sick of dealing with? The way this person makes you feel, or this archetype? We have the Hermit in reverse, Sag. There's a Knight of Swords. Oh, hello, Tower energy in the house. Okay. And there's a Two of Pentacles, and there's you. So you don't like the way this person makes you feel. With the Hermit in reverse and the Knight of Swords, they might just do a lot of annoying little things. They might be very inconsiderate, condescending, arrogant, ignorant. There's an element where you're out of patience with this motherfucker. So the Knight of Swords here to the Hermit in reverse is you're mad. The Knight of Swords is a very impulsive guy. He's in a rush. He's mad. It's a little bit of resentment, and therefore you get impulsive. And if the Hermit's in reverse is feeling misunderstood. It's a misfit. It's feeling lonely. You don't like how this person makes you feel. And this is in the first time that you've gone through this rodeo with this person. Again, it could be an archetype. Someone coming in, saying some ignorant things, putting you down, insulting you. Or again, it's just you're going through a cycle here with this King of Pentacles. You're sick of dealing with this, Sag. So it's not right the way that this person's making you feel. And you do have a decision to make about how you're going to move forward and how you're going to allow this person to treat you. Okay. Is there anything else that Sag needs to know? Is this person going to do something that Sagittarius isn't too impressed with? Has it already happened? Yeah, there's an incoming message from the big talking head. And yet, ooh, we have a little harsh conversation coming here. Oh my gosh. And there's, I recently had a reading, and I got it then again in my few personal readings, and I was like, in my personal readings, you guys might relate to that reading where someone's just said a line here, Sagittarius, and I've tapped into what I feel is potentially the same energy here. So you're about to receive a message from this person, and you do not appreciate what they say at all. The King of Swords can be very harsh, very blunt, very ignorant. Being blunt is okay, but being condescending or arrogant with that truth is not okay. And I feel there's an insulting energy here. There's a condescending energy, and you're sick of it. There's the Tower. So it's time that things need to change. You're really looking at this person differently, but also looking at yourself and realizing what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want. There's definitely a fresh start coming. I mean, we've seen 5 aces in this reading. What was after there's the Page of Pentacles. So there's definitely a message coming in from this person, or it's already happened and you're just sick of the way that they make you feel. You don't want to deal with it anymore. You're done. The TikTok tells me that you're done. It's time for a change here, Sag. Yeah, it's time to move forward here. There's the 7 of Wands. So it's like you're sick of defending yourself, or you're sick of, the 7 of Wands is that card of defending yourself, right? You're sick of defending yourself. Look at her. It's like, I shouldn't have to continue to defend myself or stand up for myself here. It's, when you get to that point with someone, it's like, I'm done with that circle. I'm done with that. But you're sick of it. Okay, that's what's going on. Now, your biggest strength and what's going to help you through this situation is the 3 of Pentacles. Your ability to work with others. The 3 of Pentacles is teamwork. It's collaboration. It's balance. It's also that ability to kind of balance yourself here. Let's understand. I feel like it's teamwork. You might have very strong communication skills, or you might work well with others. It's just this person's being an ass. Let's see. Typically, Sagittarius work well with other people. Let's see. Chariot. The 7 of Wands, letting go. The 8 of Pentacles. Knowing, okay, your biggest strength here, and there's the Queen of Pentacles. Very well could be a relationship. It could be a love relationship with that King and Queen of Pentacles. It could be a friendship or a business partnership. But your biggest strength here, and there's the World, and what's going to help you get through this is knowing when to let go. Knowing when to accept somebody for exactly as they are, right? As above, so below, as within, so without type of energy. The way that they're acting is a reflection of them. The behavior that they're making, the things that they're saying, it's all a projection of their inner world, and they're projecting it onto you. Your biggest strength and what's going to help you here is the ability to move forward and let go. The 7 of Wands is in reverse. There's no point in arguing. There's no point in defending yourself. You can defend yourself till you're blue in the face, but it gets to that point where you can't change their opinion of you. You can't change their actions. The only thing you can do is change yourself, change the choices that you're making. So what's going to help you the most here, Sag, is knowing when to stop working on something with someone, when to stop defending yourself and arguing, and knowing when to accept a person, place, or thing exactly as it is. And that way you can make the best decision for yourself. But this is all about that balanced energy too. So balancing your mind, your body, and your soul. So balancing the different parts of yourself to make the best decision for you. Okay. What's being hidden is the 9 of Wands. Let's understand that. What is this? So what is this for Sag? And Sag, for those of you who are interested, I am open for personal readings. If you'd like one, the link is in the description box below. We got ourselves the King of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. What you don't realize and what's being hidden is this person's hurting. And you're about to realize that. There's the Knight of Swords. They're mad at something. Ooh, okay. This person's mad at something. There's an element where their feelings are offended. They're hurt. And so they're kind of projecting that onto you. That's what's being hidden is you don't see. There's a very impulsive energy here. So it's like this person gets offended. They get upset. Something's not going their way. And then bam, they take it out on you. They project it onto you. This is someone who's not very good at dealing with their emotions. And when they're feeling little or when they're feeling bad about themselves, it's like it makes them feel proud or better when they make someone else feel crappy about themselves. So what you don't realize is how sensitive this person truly is on the inside. And their inability to properly deal with their emotions has made this person very guarded and wanting to hurt other people. Hurt people. That's what's being hidden is this person's extremely sensitive and insecure, Sagittarius, and that's why they're projecting their condescending energy over onto you. Okay, so what's the advice? What's the advice here for Sagittarius? What's the advice? What would you like to say? What can help Sag deal with this very difficult energy here? Okay, we have the 8 of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Wands, the shadow side, and the 10 of Pentacles. So what's the shadow side? What's the Devil? The 2 of Swords, the High Priestess. The advice is not, wow, the Magician, Okay, so the gift of the High Priestess is knowing when to and when not to speak. So if someone's insensitive, if someone's being overly sensitive, if someone's got their ego bruised here and they're acting out of ego, sometimes some things are better left unsaid. It's not the right time to sit there and react and have a conversation with that person, because that conversation ain't going nowhere, right? The advice is knowing when to speak and when not to speak. Sometimes we got to wait till maybe they calm down. Sometimes we don't even want to talk to them. It's just not even worth our time here. So it's like an element of not really focusing so much on what they're saying, because we already know that they're projecting their inner world onto you. They want you to focus on what to say and when to say it. So be smart with the words that you're using with this person. You know, if they're berating you, if they're being condescending, if they're being ignorant, sometimes it's just best to walk away, because if you respond in kind to them, then that little ego, the little ego part of them comes out, right? The Hulk comes out, rah! And that would be the advice, is know when to and when not to speak with this person, and what to and what not to say, which tells me you know this person or this archetype. You've been around the block with this before, Saggy. Okay, that's the energy I picked up on today. That's what I got. That's what's going down. Let's grab some oracles. Let's see what they want to say. And then we'll jump back into the tarot, and we'll see what actions you take and how things progress here. And just a little update, guys. I got an electrician coming today. That's what's up. But damn, like, what are the trades like where you are? I'm getting charged $250 for a service call. And there's 13% tax on top of that. And then $150 an hour after that. I was like, oh my gosh. The rates have literally doubled since 11 months ago when I last hired an electrician. So, you know, it's costing a lot of money because my freaking house got hit by lightning here. But at least I found an electrician who's going to come out. Yay. So that's exciting for me, Sagittarius. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Surrender to the idea that you can fix someone. It is time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try and fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Yeah, that is the truth. That is the truth. And sometimes it's a hard truth to accept, especially if we care for somebody, but we can't change other people. They have to want to change themselves. What is the spirit animal message here for Sag? Spirit animal message, baby. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dog, loyalty. Oh, dear. You may be feeling like those around you let you down or are not doing their fair share of work. This comes as a reminder that loyalty exists and you must not settle for anything less. You deserve better than mixed signals. You also deserve to be better than be treated this way. All right, let's get the energy oracle message, and then we'll jump back into the tarot. Energy the angel of balance. I love the angel of balance. Okay. That's kind of that balanced energy that we were speaking of before, but let's get your message. Sag, when one comes out of the deck, the message is in the book. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Hold on a moment. This is about being centered and self-honoring in your choices. The loving presence holds a picture of liquid light in front of the pyramids, reminding you that a strong destiny relies on solid foundation and personal balance of emotional equanimity. Although things may have seemed out of sync in the past, this card is telling you that a greater equilibrium is coming into your life. So remain conscious about how you're balancing your goals and your physical and emotional energy as well. Whenever you feel yourself getting off center or losing focus, focus upon this beautiful angel and bring her intention into your heart center. Your intuition will lead you in the right direction, and this angel will guide you to a peaceful and centered approach. And the affirmation to repeat is, I live a very balanced and centered life. I care for myself, and the universe cares for me as well. Okay, Sag, let's do it. Let's get down to it. Let's get your actions to take. So when I say actions to take, let's see how this plays out. Let's see what you do. Let's see how you react. Let's see where the energy is around you here in the next few weeks. We're not going to go too far out. We'll go to the end of the May, maybe the beginning of June here. We'll just see how this plays out here in the near future and how you react and what happens to the situation. Whoa, whoa. Hold on, those fell in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles is in reverse, and the Seven of Cups is in reverse. I keep looking at this moon, so it's popped out for a reason. There's the Two of Wands. There's, again, both of these cards are choices. We have choices, 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 choices. Decisions, decisions, decisions. But this is all about making different decisions and not being afraid to do things differently. okay? There's nothing to fear but fear itself. What else we got here for Sag so we can better understand? You're not letting this person make you feel this way anymore, Sag. Again, if it's an archetype, you're not. Your boundaries, your walls are up. You know what you want, you know what you deserve. There's the High Priestess. I do think you handled this like a boss. The Ace of Swords is in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles is in reverse, and the Seven of Cups is in reverse. So, however this is applying, whether it's business, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a lover, there is an element of a lack of honesty. Let me clarify the Ace of Swords. I thought, well, what I was going to say was it's overanalyzing, and then a lack of honesty came out of my mouth. So that means I need to clarify it, because what I was thinking isn't what I said. Therefore, there's confusion in the tarot reader's head. What is the Ace of Swords in reverse? Yeah, okay, you're healing. Okay, there's you. You're presenting as the Queen of Pentacles in this reading. So you could have a lot of earth in your chart. You could be a mother, or father, or it could be about business. It's overanalyzing a little bit. So there's overanalyzing, there's overthinking here. The Four of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, this is really an energy of healing. But you're holding on to what was said or what was done, which means you took it personally. You took offense to what happened here. And the Ten of Pentacles is in reverse with the Seven of Cups. So if this is a business energy, there could be some challenges here financially. You might have just walked out. You might have quit your job, or you might be sick of dealing with it and you don't want to go through it again. And there's just a little bit of settling down with the money. And when I say that, know your difference between your needs and your wants. If you're looking for a new job, if you're in between jobs, there's just an element of biding your time as you're going through some financial struggles. Now, if this was a relationship, you absolutely 100% ended this. You're not going to tolerate being treated that way anymore, whether you were just dating or in a relationship. But with the Seven of Cups, again, this person's offended you, Sag. It's a personal. You took this personal and you didn't appreciate it, and you're not going to deal with it anymore. There is a wounded warrior energy here with the Nine of Wands. Look at him looking over, like, how dare you speak to me that way? Like, how dare you talk to me that way, right? Sagittarius demands respect here, and this person treated you with disrespect. But there is a little bit of a wounded energy, and you feel you blocked this person. I don't think this is a crossroads energy here. This is a blockage. They're not allowed to talk to you anymore. They are not allowed to come into your personal space. If you're in the same room, they better stay fucking their corner over there. They better not come near you. So there's an element here of blocking it. There's an element here of taking it personal and offense. There's a big change coming, Sag. You leave this relationship or this job or this career. You're not going to be treated this way anymore. But there's the Page of Cups. So what's this Page of Cups? There's another offer opportunity coming through. Well, that didn't take long. Okay. But there's the Knight of Wands and there's the Death. And there's the Hermit. Okay. So if this is love, then I feel like maybe this wasn't that serious of a relationship and you're already exploring other options or looking in new directions. You're just not so sure how you feel about it. Maybe someone came and asked you out. You just met someone while you're at Walmart in the celery aisle. We know how many people are finding love in Walmart right now. I'm just not so sure you're receptive of it. You want to make sure there's a little bit of a withdrawn energy here with the Death and the Knight of Wands. You want to make sure this person's reliable. You want to make sure there's no back and forth, hot and cold, mixed signal style of energy. Now, if this is business, if this is career, I do feel you have a job offer. Just not so sure how you feel about it, Sag. You want to make sure that it's like you don't want to, with this Death and the Knight of Wands, if this is a career and a business and how that's applying, you don't want a dead-end job again. You don't want a job where there's no opportunity. You don't want a job where there's no passion, right? You don't want to just go to work and be in the 9-to-5 matrix, the rat race, and completely despise what you're doing. I've been there, done that. I know the feelings. So there's an element here of really taking the time to decide what's next, taking the time to decide what you want with, however it's applying, what you want in your career, what you want in your love life, even if it's just a friendship, what you want with your friends. There's an element here of, and the message here is to kind of look at, we have the Hermit and the High Priestess. I didn't even know that I did that till this exact moment. There's really an opportunity of really focusing on yourself right now, focusing on where you're heading, taking the time to decide what the next move is here, Sag, and what direction you want to head in. You don't want to be in a reactive energy and jump into something that you're not going to be happy with anyway, just because you need something, or like, let's say it's work, right? Or even relationship. You don't want to jump into the same toxic energy that you just left, if that's how it's applying. So the message here and where you are in a month is taking things personal. There's definitely been a transition and a change. I do feel there's offers or opportunities being presented to you, whether they're job or love or, dating. But the message here and what I see you doing is really just taking the time to decide what's next, taking the time to decide what you want and what direction you want to head into. And we feel it with this Hermit and the High Priest, but with the Two of Wands and the Moon, there it is again. Really you sitting here alone by yourself, deciding what path to take and where it is that you see your future. So Sag is a big change coming through, however, whatever arena this is affecting of your life. And you're going to take the time here and decide what's best. They're telling me to grab the business. Hold on. I don't know if I put my... Hold on. Where's my... Here it is. They want me to grab career advice for those of you where this is career. So one moment. Please let me grab your career advice. I didn't... Okay, hold on. I didn't grab these, and there's something they want to say, baby. There's something that they want to say. Yeah, roll the dice. We got the golden dice here. Okay. Time to put yourself out there. Oh, you're hiding your talents, and it's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight now. Really do something different. Some of you, maybe it's jumping on social media, jumping on YouTube or TikTok or Insta or something. And for others of you, it could just be in your interest, in your industry. Let's say you're a massage therapist, starting your own business, starting your own thing. This is taking a risk and doing things differently. Sag, that's what's up. That's what I got. That's what's going down. So Sagittarius, I sure hope you enjoyed your reading. I do hope it resonated and benefited you. And as always, if you like your reading, if you like my style, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. It does help my channel to grow. So thank you, Sagittarius. I always appreciate your support. YouTube loves the likes, so I appreciate those likes especially. Now, let's get your final message here to close off your reading today, baby. What's the final message for Sag? Okay. Self-care is not selfish. You cannot serve from an empty vessel. Yeah, ask for help when you need it today and allow others the chance to help you succeed. And remember, too, what I'm being guided to say is if you're not going to take advice from this person, don't take criticism from this person either. Take advice and criticism from those who are where you want to be and make sure that the criticism is constructive. Otherwise, in one ear, out the other. Have patience with all things, but first of all, yourself. Write down ways that you can be more patient with yourself, Sag, and keep this list handy to reference when needed. Take the time you need to take to figure out your next move and where you want to go. That's what I have. Sag, I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.